We back with another video, man. I wanted to make a tier list because I just felt like making a tier list, and I wanted to give my tier list because I feel like some of my placements is gonna be kind of crazy. People not gonna really agree with it or think that they belong at that certain tier, like S and A. But some of these characters I feel like are like very underrated, and people just head on it for no reason. And one of them is being Rocket. But yeah, we about to get into the tier list. I just felt like having the whole thing staring at a tier list is gonna be kind of boring, so I wanted to add some gameplay in the background, so that's what y'all go see. So the first one is Venom, and I put him at A tier. I didn't put him at S because there are certain situations or comps that you don't want to run him with, and he's not really good in. But majority of the time, Venom is a great pick, and there's pretty much a bunch of different comps you can run with him. Mag and Venom is good. I feel like Venom and Groot is low-key okay, bro. Venom and Strange cool too, but pretty much he can run with any comp for real, but it's certain situations that you really don't want to run him in. But other than that, he's a fucking amazing tank, and especially when you pair it up with Spider-Man, it's backline punishment for them niggas. Now the next on the list is Thor. I put him at B tier simply because there is much better tanks to run other than him. But don't get me wrong, I feel like he's good, but I just feel like he's not better than the rest of the tanks that's in this game. But left unchecked, he's a problem. He's the best 1v1 character in the game. Nobody is beating Thor in a 1v1. So that's why I put him at B, and I want to put him too high. But also didn't want to put him too low, because I'm telling you, bro, I experienced it. Left unchecked, he can go crazy, and he's a force to be reckoned with. Now the next on this list, I feel like he falls in the same category as Thor, like, and especially with Hulk, like it takes a really lot to get value out of him, and his ultimate is kind of mediocre to me. It's not really the best. It's mediocre, bro. It's very mediocre. It doesn't really do much, I feel like, and especially like if you a fan of Hulk, like they could have did better with his ultimate, and just made it better in general, but he falls under the same case as Thor. And the team up ability, it's not bad, bro. It helps out Strange a lot and Iron Man. But now, since Iron Man is better alone, you really don't even see that many Hulk players anymore. But he's still very good, and if you had a team up ability, it makes it so much better. But yeah, now with Cap, I feel like I had to put him at C tier, bro. He just don't do enough damage, but he's very annoying. I'm not gonna lie, he's very annoying, especially if you a healer and you have to deal with him. He's very annoying, but he just don't do enough damage for him to be any higher. If he did more damage, then I would see him as more of a threat. But most of the time, he just running around and jumping around and stalling time, and he's in the backline majority of the time. His ult, it's okay. I don't really care too much about it, but for the most part, I feel like when people use his ult, they don't really come back to the team, and I don't know why, because it gives a major health boost to your team. Like for support, he can go from like 200 something to way more than that, and I don't know why people don't use that more. Go back to the team and then get him the health boost, because it's crazy. Now, Penny was one of my favorite tanks since the start of the game, since the game dropped, and she was one of the first characters that I picked up and played, and I got lured with her. So maybe it's because I'm biased, maybe it's because she's one of my favorite tanks, but I put her at B. I just feel like she's okay. Like, she's not really too strong or like too weak. Some people say she's underwhelming, but I feel like she's great to deal with dive, and pretty much the only character other than Namor that can deal with dive for real, unless you go in triple support with Adam Warlock. But I feel like the most fun thing about her is catching people off guard with the mods, because that should be so hilarious, especially if you set them up in main POVs, like ways of where they would go, and you set up the webs and then put the mods in them. He catch people by surprise every time. Now, Doctor Strange, I put him at A tier. He's a very strong tank, and you really can't go wrong with playing Strange. I feel like Strange is low-key a safe pick. Like, if you just want a really good tank to play, and you want to, like, you don't want to do too much, or just like a really easy tank to play, or somebody that's not difficult, you know, that'll get the job done, that you won't have a difficult time playing, Strange is the way to go. He's not really that hard to play. His kit is amazing, and he can really do a lot for the team. His ultimate, if you time it right with your teammates, devastating. You can wipe a whole team. Or sometimes you don't even have to, you know, combine all. You could just single-handedly by yourself, especially with the Gamma team up, take out 3-4 people at one time with his ultimate. And his portal, you know, it's a portal, you know, there's really nothing too much to say about that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it can get you from the spawn to the point with no time. And it really saves the game most of the time, especially if you have enough time. It saves the game, bro. But yeah, like I said, Strange is a really like safe pick as a tank, and you can't go wrong with playing him in any match. A tank that I feel like is slightly better than Strange is Magneto. I feel like Magneto is harder to play than Strange too. He takes a little bit more, you know, time to get used to, and a little bit more skill. But once you get used to playing with Mag, he's basically damn near unkillable. And if you got the team up, you know, that makes him just that much better. I don't feel like, but the team up is not really necessary, but it does make him that much better. And he's really strong, and very strong actually. And one of the main reasons I prefer Magneto over Strange in many situations and with many comps is because he's able to kill through support ults. He can kill Lunar Thread ult, Cloak and Dagger. I've killed Mantis before with Mag. You can kill the Invisible Woman, obviously. But yeah, just having that ability to be able to kill through support ults is really big, especially in them clutch situations where you need to kill the support. Comes in huge, bro, and it's really a game changer. So yeah, he's very strong, and I feel like it's just meant for him to be an S tier. He's no lower than S. I feel like if I put him in A, that would have been disrespecting Magneto. Now, here's the thing. I just had to do it. But the thing is, a S tier tank in my opinion. He's really, really strong, and pretty much you can run him with any comp. But I feel like really the best comp you can run him with is a Mag and the thing. Or you can go Strange in the thing. Really, either one of them two is very, very strong. Sometimes you can run Venom, and it will still do you justice. But he's very strong, and he can help with the dive. All he gotta do is jump back and then use his slam ability, and they really can't do too much. They can't even use none of their abilities or move. They stun for a certain period of time. And just in general, like, he's strong, and it feel like most of the time he's unkillable. Like, he just survives everything. His survivability is so crazy, and his ultimate is really, really good. Paired with other ultimates, man, it is just pure devastation, and he's really like a force. Like, especially unchecked, bro. This nigga is really crazy. There's nothing you really can do about him. And what makes him really strong is that Stone Haymaker, because anybody that's behind him, like say for example you have the whole enemy team lined up, if they all behind a tank, they're still taking damage no matter what. He can literally kill people that's behind a tank, because I've done it plenty of times. No matter who's behind them, they're still taking damage no matter what, if they're in that vicinity, if they're in range of that attack. That's why that attack is so powerful. And every time you throw out that Stone Haymaker, it gives you 50 overshield. So you want to be getting that attack out as much as you possibly can, because that's really the best part of his kit and what makes him so strong. And last but not least, we got Groot. This is an obvious S tier, the most easiest S tier of my life. Like, come on now, it's a reason why he's always banned, because he's just that strong. Like, there's nothing he really can't do. He's one of the best tanks in the game, hands down. And I'm pretty sure he can kill through some of the ults. I'm not too sure about that, but from what I've seen somebody kill through ult with him. But this nigga is strong. His ultimate is crazy. Same thing with Strange, and the thing you combine ults with him, say a Moon Knight or Namor, you name it. And what really makes him one of the best tanks in the game, and what sets him apart from other tanks, is the fact that he's able to block off the other tanks from the healers, even DPS. And once they get caught with no heals, it's pretty much a wrap. So he's very strong, and once you get him down pack, he's fun as fuck to play. And you know, if nobody deals with him, or Wolverine is banned, or you know, Bucky banned, or whatever the situation may be, like, he's a force to be reckoned with, and you're just gonna dominate the entire match. That's just how good he is as a tank. And sometimes I really hate going against group, even if I'm playing that support or a strategist, whatever you want to call it. I hate playing against him because for some reason I always get caught in this nigga ult. Like, for some reason, like, the range is so crazy. And I think, like, I could be standing at a suitable range away from this nigga, he still somehow catch me. Like, bro, it's crazy. But yeah, man, that's it for this video. I'm gonna do like 3 parts to this. The first part gonna be tanks, because I don't want the videos to be too long. But this first part gonna be tanks. The second one gonna be probably the strategist or DPS, and then the third one obviously gonna be DPS or strategist. So whichever I decide to do, that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, man, that's it for the video. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.